What's going on, gun family? Urban Gun Reviews, and today is episode 9 of Rate My Subscribers Guns. Before we get into the video, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I appreciate if you did that by clicking on the AR-15 in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Also, hit that bell notification so you can be notified whenever I upload new Rate My Subscribers Guns or any other videos on the channel. Alright, gun family, so you know how we're going to get down, and we're going to rate the guns 1 through 10, 1 being cheeks and 10 being fuego. Alright, and I'm going to rate your guns individually, and I'll rate your guns as a whole when I'm done rating all of them. Alright, so if you want me to rate your guns, send them in to urbangunreviews@gmail.com. That's my email. Send them there, and make sure you send the make, model, caliber, and all the information that you want me to mention in the video. But let's get into this video. Now, the first gun that I'm going to rate comes from Dave H, and I'm not going to say his last name, but he sent me in a SIG Sauer P320 X Compact, barrel length 3.6 inches, capacity 15+1, slide Cerakote and multicam black with flashes of tungsten and gray. Wilson Combat Grip Module, Hollison 507C, V1 Red Dot, Go Gun USA Gas Pedal, Takedown Lever, Olight PL Mini 2 Weapon Light, Apex Flat Trigger. He said this build came about because he used a slide from a SIG P320 subcompact, which was discontinued after SIG released the P365 a few years ago. He said he wanted to share this with me and possibly my subscribers. So my man Dave H, I'm gonna put you on game, and I'm gonna put your gun up there so everybody can see it. And this is a really nice looking gun, for real. Like, that multicam on the slide is super dope. I like the SIG P320. If y'all watch these videos, y'all know I put this in my list of guns that I would want to get. The slide is just ridiculous. I even love the frame. Like, the frame work is nice. This is just me, for real, for real. So I like the Hollison red dot on there. You got the Olight. This is a nice piece, and that flat trigger in there is looking nice. Overall, like, I really like the look of this gun. Like, I really do. Like, I would build this type of gun. I would make this type of gun myself. I would build this because I just like the way it looked. It just got a different look. It's like, how, you got them girls, and you see the plain Jane, the girls you see in your community, in your neighborhood all the time. You see them, and you like, they alright. But then you see a girl that you foreign to, an exotic girl, and you be like, oh, where's she from? And she might just be from a few miles, west, but you just ain't never seen her before, so she exotic. That's what this is, man. Like, you've seen SIG P320s, the X carries before, X compacts, whatever. You've seen them before. But this one just a little bit foreign, you know what I mean? I like this a lot. Dave H, bro. So me rating this, 1 being cheeks and 10 being fuego. I'm gonna give this a 10. Like, I love this build. We might have to chop it up so I can possibly get something similar to this. That multicam is just, it's hitting, bro. It's definitely hitting. So shout out to my man Dave H for sending me your guns in the rate. Hopefully you like me rating your guns, but let's get into the next guns that I'm about to rate. Now, the next guns that I'm going to rate comes from Chris77. I rated some of his guns before on previous episode, and he sent some more, so I can rate these ones too. And the first gun that he sent in is a SIG P365. He said that, the module came from an NDZ Performance. He said he put the flat trigger in himself, and it's a 15-round magazine. Big fan of the P365. I like this frame that's on there because it has like the different look to it. Like, my P365 don't look anything like that, but big fan of the P365. I like the way this look. I like that frame. It look clean and mean. So me rating this P365, 1 being cheeks and 10 being fuego. I'm gonna give this one a 7 because I just like it. Big fan of the P365, one of my original micro compact guns that I hopped on. So shout out to the P365, and let's get into the next joint that he sent me in the rate. And the next joint that Chris77 sent me in to rate is a Ruger 5.56 lower with the Anderson 7.5-inch upper and charging handle. They got the SIG Romeo 5 red dot, and the sights are YHM. I like this build. I like the way that it looks. It I don't know if it kind of reminds me of my Saint, kind of a little bit, maybe just a slight smidge, but I definitely like the way this look. Just a hot looking gun, something that you might be able to slide into a book bag and roll, when you need to roll. Overall, just a nice looking gun, So me rating this, 1 being cheeks and 10 being fuego. I'm gonna give this one I'm gonna give it a 7. I like this. So shout out to Chris77 for sending me in them 2 joints. I got one more that I'm finna rate, and then we're gonna move on to the next one. And the last joint that Chris77 sent me in the rate is a Diamondback 308 with a Anthon scope 12 by 40 SME bipod Magpul grip and a Goya front sight. So this is mean looking. Like, this just looked like some stuff that's finna cause havoc. I've never actually shot the 308 cartridge, and it's something that I'm definitely wanting to do. I like the way this look. It just looked like it's something that's finna to do some work. You finna put in some work with this. Got the 4 hand grip on it. Nice big old scope. This just look nice. I like it personally. So me rating this, and 1 being cheers and 10 being fuego, I'm gonna give this one an 8.5. Alright, I like that joint a lot. And Chris also put this on here. He said he still got a lot in his safe. He just wanted to show these new builds. He said all 3 estimates over 3 grand. Love watching your videos. Be safe and thank you. Have a good night. So me rating all of these guns together, Chris77, I'm gonna give you a whole collection a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give you a whole collection of 9. I love that SIG P365. Love them rifles, looking good. Appreciate you sending them in again, broski. Now the next guns that I'm about to rate came from my man Label Me a Lunatic, and if you watch these videos, you know I rated some of his guns on a previous episode. I rated my subscribers' guns, but we back on the go round, and I'm finna rate another one of his guns. All right. So Label Me a Lunatic sent me in a Ingram Mac 11 clone, chambered in 9mm. He said his came with a polymer 32 round Tapco magazine. He said he heard that Tapco had recently went out of business, so these mags are hard to come by. He don't know what magazine they ship with currently. He said if you want extra mags, you can order a Sten mag. From what he understands, the Sten mags fit the older model MPA 30Ts straight out the box, but the mag well on the newer guns are too narrow for the Sten mag. So he said he had to hit the Sten mag with a Dremel, and eventually it fits. Hadn't had the chance to fire it using the Sten mag. Comes with a fake suppressor that they call a barrel safety extension. He said he put about 200 rounds through it with no problems. Oddly enough, it's actually pretty accurate. He said he likes it, and tell the people what you think. Appreciate you, and keep up the good work. Label Me a Lunatic, my man. Craziest thing is, we got to rapping about this because I asked him, how he liked it and stuff like that, and he was, we were just conversating about it. And my local gun shop where I go, I pick up a lot of my guns at, he posted it on Instagram that he has this same exact gun. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. So actually, two places that I know have it, two local places. Now they were running like maybe 500-ish before. The shop that's local to me now that I seen it at today is running 350. So 350 for that Mac 11 clone. Now, me rating this gun, I like the Mac 11. You know, it's just an old school type of gangster gun, even though it's not the fully automatic or, you know, a real suppressor or anything like that. You just like it. Like, it's just a beautiful looking piece of machinery. It's just something that, you know, you just show off to the friends. You just go shoot it and just have fun with it. It's not something you gonna carry. It's not something that, you know what I mean, you just gonna like, you know, it's just a fun piece. This is what it looks like. And I want one of these personally. So this might be something that I would grab. Just at a line, like not something that I put on the list. Like, oh, I gotta get this, but just something that, you know, oh, I got a few extra dollars. Let me go get me a gun. And I like this. For $350, really, you can't beat it, for real. But like I said, I like it. It's a hot gun. And me rating this gun, your Mac 11 broski, I'm gonna get a Mac 11 I'm gonna give it a 10. I'm gonna get a Mac 11 a 10. Alright, so shout out to Label Me a Lunatic for sending in his gun again for me to rate. You're a real one, broski. I appreciate it. Hopefully you like me rating this gun, and hopefully I can grab one of these and actually get to shoot it and see what it feel like. But let's get into the next guns that I'm about to rate. Now, the next guns that I'm about to rate came from Matt Moore, and if you watch the videos, you know Matt Moore sent in some nostalgic pieces in the last time I rated his guns. He sent in some new joints. He said he was saving all of his fuegos for this joint, for this episode. He was saving all the fuegos, you know what I mean? So we got some fuegos up in here, and the first gun that he sent in is a Meridian Defense Pestilence AKM. He said this is a custom made. It's custom made by Meridian Defense from Romanian parts kit. It blends old school classic looks with modern enhancements. He said it features a Meridian 14.5-inch barrel, pinned and welded BD3 brake, polished ALG enhanced trigger, Tango down grip, and Ultimac railed gas tube. It has an apocalypse coating on the metal parts and a beautiful finish on the wood. The attention to detail on the rifle is unreal. Pictures don't really do it justice, and you just have to shoot it to feel the difference. He said he added a Trigicon MRO green dot with their QD mount, a Streamlight ProTac light on the Haley strategic thorn tail mount, and a Blue Force gear AK sling. That's a lot of stuff to say, but this is beautiful. Like, I mean, you know, I love them AKs. I think this is an AK. It's an AK, right? Yeah, AKM. I love it. You know what I mean? I like the way it looks. Like this looked like a solid gun. It looked like something that, like, it might have been like they just took some parts and put it on there to kind of give it like a, not a rustic look, but like it's just like a war like fair look. Like this looks something that it'll cause some major damage. But I like this joint, and let me rate it. 1 being cheers and 10 being fuego. I'm gonna give this joint a 9.5 on a Richter scale. Alright, and let's get into the next joint that he sent me in the rate. And he sent me in a Arsenal SAM 7 SF. This is his milled receiver, Bulgarian. It has the smoothest action of any AK in his collection. He said he really likes AKs. He said he added a SIG Romeo 5 on a RS Regulate side mount. Got a bunch of Bulgarian Circle 10 waffle magazines. Alright, so AK, man, at heart, love it. This is a nice build. I like the way it looks. I love the AK platform, man. Like, for real, AKs just melt my heart. But nah, for real though, I like this AK. You got the folding stock on it. You got the SIG Romeo. It's the Romeo 5 on there. Romeo 5 is a really popular sight for real, more popular red dot. I like this joint. So me rating this, and 1 being cheers, and 10 being fuego, I'm gonna give it a 9. I like this joint a lot, for real. And y'all notice my cheeks was like, not my cheeks, but my cheeks is a little rusty. It's like 5 in the morning though. You know what I mean? I can't be waking up the house even though I'm in the let's just get on with it. But let me rate the last joint that Matt Moore sent me in, and it is a CZ Shadow 2 Custom. He said this is his competition pistol. He just doesn't have time to competitive shoot anymore, but he still shoots the pistol faster and more accurate than any other pistol that he owns. The trigger and hammer was tuned by CZ Custom. The double action is smooth as butter, and the single action rivals the best 1911 money can buy. He said he has roughly 5,000 rounds to it, and he said, and I can think of only one malfunction with various ammo loads. I like the CZ Shadow. I seen an orange one. I did a review on it maybe on the last Rate My Subscriber Guns, or the one before that. The CZ Shadow 2 is a really nice gun. Pricey, but nice. I'm really becoming a CZ fan. Like, I mean, my everyday carry is a CZ. I got the Scorpion, looking at the Bren. The Shadow is definitely something that I'm looking into getting in the future. Not on the short list, but something that I'm liking. This one's all black. Like the way that it look. Nice looking gun. Like, I like the CZ Shadow. So me rating this gun, 1 being cheeks and 10 being fuego, I'm gonna give this one a 10 because I like this gun, and I think it's just a dope gun and something that I want to shoot personally. So Matt Moore, me rating your whole collection, I'm gonna give your whole collection a 9.8. I'm gonna give it a 9.8. That's different. I switched it up with the 8, but I'm gonna give you a 9.8, broski. Love the guns. Keep sending them in. You know what I mean? Now the last guns that I'm gonna be rating on this episode of Rate My Subscribers Guns come from my man Larry D, and I'm not gonna say your last name, but Larry D, and he sent me in. He sent me in a few joints. He only wanted me to rate 3 of them, but he sent me in like 6. You know what I mean? So shout out to Larry D for sending me your guns in the rate. He said, first off, let me say this: I love your channel and content. Keep up with what you're doing, bro. I appreciate that, man. That's what fuels me and makes me keep going and keep doing these videos and stuff like that. And I really appreciate all the love and all the feedback that y'all give me on doing these videos. I do them for y'all to get y'all, some love for y'all supporting me, and this is the least I can do by rating y'all guns and stuff like that. But he says the first one is a BCM Reese 16 AR-15. It has a Vortex Strike Fire red dot with Vortex 3x magnifier. Also has a Timney 2-stage trigger, Steiner Otel C laser, and Streamlight ProTech 1000 lumen light. This is it's a nice gun. Like, for real, like it's a nice looking gun. Look like it's something that you put some distance in between you and the target and lay down some nice fire. AR-15, got the hand grip on it, got the M-LOK rail covers, nice looking sight on there. It's a good looking gun. It's a good looking gun. So if I was to rate this gun, and that's what I'm finna do, 1 being cheers and 10 being fuego, then I would give this gun a 8. I really like this. Just like the way it looks. It looks like a nice piece of machinery. So let's get into the next gun that he sent me in the rate. And the second gun is a Springfield St. Victor 7.5-inch AR pistol. He said he bought it after watching my review, and it has a Holosun 510C Elite Sight Law Tactical folder on it, and a Streamlight RM2 laser light combo. again, man, for real, when y'all tell me that y'all buy guns that I recommend and guns that I get and stuff like that, I mean, for real, like, I love that, man. I appreciate it that y'all, you know, check out the channel and really watch my videos and go off of my recommendations and stuff like that. So that means a lot, and I definitely appreciate that, for reals. But the St. Victor is a dope gun. I love my St. Victor. I love it's just a solid gun, you know what I mean? Like, it's a beautiful gun. Slide it into my book bag, and you know, when I want to do that, then I'm able to do that. Tons of little magazines for it, and just a solidly built gun. I put a did I put a red dot on there? Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I can't remember. I haven't seen it in a while. You know, it's been put up. But I like the forward grip that you got on there. Yeah, I gotta put a sight on it on mine if I haven't done that, and I will put a light. I will run a light on it. I'm stumbling all over my words. I will run a light on mine too. I don't have one on there, but this looks really good. I like the way that it's built. I like the way that this looks. Plain Jane, all dark colors. I might accent mine in red. Y'all know, because I be rocking with the red. So I might accent mine in red and put like a forward hand grip in red. Get some red magazines, red trigger. I'm probably not gonna change out the trigger because I like the trigger, but just get some red accents, you know, charging handle, stuff like that on there. But this is a really good looking gun. I love mine. Hopefully you love yours as well. And me rating this, 1 being cheers and 10 being fuego, I'm gonna get this a 8.5. All right. Let's get into the last joints that he sent me in the rate, and the last one is a Glock 19. He said it's MOS Gen 5. It has a Timney competition trigger and housing combo, Trichicon RMR, and a Streamlight TLR. Glock 19 is a wonderful firearm, probably one of the most popular guns in America. I love the Glock 19. I had one. I had the Navy SEALs edition. I had that joint. I don't know what gen this is. Is this Gen 4? Is it a Gen 4? Yeah. No, it says 5. Yeah, Gen 5. I don't know what I was thinking, man. It's late. But I like the MOS. I'm thinking about getting, you know, a new Glock 23 with the MOS Gen 5. You know, I'm a Glock fanboy, love them Glocks. And this is just dope. You know, I like it with the light that you run on it, plus the red dot. So I really like this piece, and you can't go wrong when you get a Glock. You're just getting Glock perfection with stability and reliability to go along with it. But me rating this gun, 1 being cheers and 10 being fuego, I'm gonna give this joint a 9, just because I like it. You know what I mean? Big Glock fan. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9. And he also sent me in a picture of a Glock 19X, a Glock 48, and a Glock 43. So really like them Glocks, and I really like all three of those. I'm not really big on the 19X, but the 48 and the 43, I really like those too. All right, so rating my man Larry D's whole collection, I'm gonna give the whole collection a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9 because I like these guns. You got them Glocks on point, everything looking nice. I like the whole collection, so I'm gonna give you a 9, broski. So if you want me to rate your guns, send them to urbangunreviews@gmail.com. Send me pictures, make, model, caliber, and all the information that you want me to know about the firearms. And we out to the next one, people. Stay blessed, stay strapped.